In this video, we're going to go over how to do a background check in the state of Illinois. To get started, go to illinoispublicrecords.com. I will also drop a link in the description. You can click on that or just type it into your browser. Once you're on the front page here, you will notice there is a list alphabetized of different public databases available to the public in the state of Illinois. So depending on what your background check is, what you're focusing on with your background check, you might be able to find some resources here. Maybe you want to do a marriage check. Maybe you want to look up a contractor, make sure everything is legit. But for the most sought after records, we have created specific pages. So if you go hover over other records, you'll see things like anything from background checks to court records. And so a lot of these could potentially be used for background checking. So I'm going to go ahead and click on background check. If you scroll down, you will see statewide resources. These are statewide databases. You have anything from court records. You have things like criminal history, land information, sex offender registry, prison records, and then if you scroll down a little bit more, you have your county records. So we have the most populous counties here. Difference between county and state, so everything practically starts at the county level. Now people might have records coming from different counties, so it might be a little bit more complicated to go between multiple counties, but that's where all the records originate, at the county level, whether it's an arrest, a court record, anything. And then from there it goes to state databases and other databases. So the information is always going to be more up to date. It's going to be more detailed probably also, so depending on the databases you use. So also look into the county checks, and you have multiple things that you can check, anything from court records to property lookup to maybe checking arrest records, current inmates in jail, things like that. You also have things that are specific to, say, criminal records, warrants, vital information, property records, inmate search, court records. So depending on what the focus of the background check is, you might want to look at those different categories also. Your other option is to use the private database, and that's the name search box on top of the page. This is a private database, and it also uses public information combined with private databases like cell phone records, things like that. There's very interesting information that you're not just going to find publicly available in here. One thing to consider when you're doing a background check and you're just, say, using county records, or maybe you're just doing an in-state check on an individual, but what if that individual moved, say, from Minnesota or Texas, and he has records in that other state? So there's potential to miss records if you're just focusing on a specific state or a specific location. So it's good to do the nationwide check in combination with the local checks to make sure nothing is missed. Obviously, the local databases are always going to be the most up-to-date, the most complete, but they are limited to that specific location. So keep that in mind, and the best way to do it is probably just to use both, and that just makes sure gives you certainty that you're covering more bases. Once again, illinoispublicrecords.com. I'll drop a link in the description. Come on down and get started on your background check in the state of Illinois. Thank you.